Welcome back to ChanDev, the only show where a bunch of less than desirables play Dungeons and Dragons and drink copious amounts of cider in the heart of Devon. Yeah. It's been a hell of a long time, and we're really happy to be back. How are you guys doing? It's been a while.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Can't complain.
Meh.
Fine.
Yeah.
You know, we've all had casual things happen to us in our lives.
No, it's
you
been
know.
cool. Life's life. Oh!
Oh, yeah. Congratulations to Rory and Christy.
I'm getting married.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Fenrir's getting
Yeah,
hitched.
I'm all grown up.
Yeah, and we might
Ribbons in your
return.
hair.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Might
Ish.
invite you.
We might invite
In
us.
the beer.
Yeah.
Fenrir's
in the
hoping I'm
beer.
bringing the gun. Make it a proper shotgun wedding.
Proper exciting wedding. I'll bring the javelins.
Yeah. Kiss goodbye to those doves, Jimmy. Apart from that, it's not bad. I had a bit of a break, as you guys will see on the channel. There's some interesting stuff in the interim, which hopefully you guys have all watched.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, you know, for a start.
Look around.
Look at the background.
We got
New light
backgrounds,
rigs.
we got new cameras, we got new audio stuff.
Oh, yeah, we're in shiny.
Better quality. Look at my hand.
Like these have actually got Zoom and things.
That's
so,
great.
And new lights.
Now you can see every pore of our ugly mug. Well, mine.
Exactly. I should have definitely put makeup on my forehead. It's so shocking. But yeah, it's been pretty good. Good to get back in the swing of things. Yeah, as you guys.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
No one ever asked the DM,
No.
you know?
No.
How are you
no
doing?
one ever
It's
asked
'cause
the
no one
DS.
Well,
Yeah, no, I'm good. I've been going through some issues.
well, I mean,
now's
it must
the
have been
time to get it out.
It
Yeah.
must have been quite a commute getting here from Treasure Island.
Yeah. You see, I'm trying to be more, you know.
He's trying to get more into the theme.
Is the theme Halloween?
Every day's Halloween for me, baby.
Every day.
it's method acting. Watch as it slowly gets worse.
Yeah. When he starts losing his teeth, it's meth act.
Yeah.
Dear God.
But yeah.
So, everyone's good though. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Okay. We do have some exciting news for you out there, which I will get Chrissy to take it away.
Channel Divinity is going up in the world, and we're very happy to say that we've got a sponsor. Yeah! So we would like to give a massive shout out to our first ever Channel Divinity sponsor, the Pitter Patter Emporium, which is an awesome little shop on Etsy where you can get your models for your D&D games printed out, and not only can you just go and check them out, but you can use the exclusive Channel Divinity 10% discount. This is how official we are now. So if you go to the Pitter Patter Emporium, which Chris is going to work his magic, and whilst the episode is
Down
on,
below.
Maybe
you'll
we'll
see,
get
We're all there.
somewhere on the
It's here
screen, you can
somewhere.
go there and use the code ChanDev10 for 10% off.
Nice.
Yeah, so thank you so much to the Pitter Patter Emporium.
Yep. Thank you so much. We love you guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the finger gun.
You get the official
Bang, bang,
finger
bang, bang,
bang.
bang, bang.
Finger bang of approval.
Let's.
So yeah.
Thanks so much, Chrissy. And with that in mind, let's get back to the beginning of Act 2. Let's play Channel Divinity.
Bang, 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 bang.
Welcome back to Channel Divinity. And it's time to get into a bit of D&D indeed. It's been a while. I think we should just...
What a novelty!
I know.
What
rather
is
than
this
just
game?
Rather than... Well,
Yeah.
What is dice?
Sorry guys, this isn't a DIY channel. We're actually doing
today here on Channel of Honor, we're making tankers.
Tasty
Which
dice.
hole do I put these in?
My eye.
Wow.
Yeah. It's been a little while, isn't it? So, yeah.
Been a while.
Been a while.
Why don't you do us a recap?
Yeah.
I might do. No, fuck it, why? I'm not going to bother.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Good luck
don't
to-
give us a
good luck to you all,
recap.
yeah, good luck to you all,
Definitely not.
Yeah, no, I'll give you guys a recap. In hell. Yeah, no, I think we should. Okay.
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 Previously on Channel Divinity, our favourite heroes converged at a fateful crossroads in the little shit ever happens town of Little Nook. Their destinies entwining amidst a chance, you guessed it, a chance encounter in a little tavern where all good adventures begin.
It's true.
Except ours began on the road.
Each person harbouring a deep untold motive for reaching the magnificent bronze city of progress known as Bast. This extraordinary band of adventurers forge an unbreakable pact to protect one another until they reach their destination. Venturing aboard the awe-inspiring cargo vessel the Gypsy Endeavour, our newfound friends became ensnared in the merciless grip of a cataclysmic vortex storm. Battling against tempestuous elements, they valiantly assisted the ship's crew. None of them ended up flying into the air.
Nah, it was great.
Honest.
Didn't happen.
Helped the ship's crew in navigating through the treacherous chaos, only to stumble upon a haunting sight. A derelict behemoth known as the Endless Night. A legendary airship that had vanished without a trace years ago. Unbeknownst to intrepid travellers, their encounter with the ghostly vessel would soon be overshadowed by the arrival of fearsome sky pirates, the notorious Buzzard Boys. Caught in their merciless crosshairs, our heroes' hearts raced as the sky pirates unleashed a devastating barrage of harpoons, shattering the Gypsy Endeavour. Trapped on board the rapidly descending hulk of the Endless Night, with nowhere to run, our favourite heroes seized an opportunity amidst the chaos and deployed an engineless dune skimmer that hurtled out of the sky, parasailing their way to the barren wastelands below.
You get flashbacks.
Marooned and desperate for shelter, the gallant Jackson 5 faced an imminent threat. A merciless sandstorm had threatened to consume them. Against all odds, they discovered a hidden trade route within a labyrinthine network of tunnels, and it was there that fate smiled upon them. Descending into the very depths, they encountered an unexpected ally, an adorable mascot. The dazzling, why did you ever take me from my fucking friends, Jackson Pirate!
Praise be to Jackson.
Praise be to Jackson.
A dazzling ruby fish, thriving in an underground oasis and happy with his family, no more.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's having his gap year.
Yeah, he's, he's an adventurer.
He's having his room springer.
Yeah, he packed his backpack. See you later, Mum.
You see,
Just
this
wandered
is what
off.
he tries to guilt trip us with. I reckon that bit of the cave was fish jail, and he was done for tax fraud.
And we got him out.
We've got
We
him
just
out.
busted him out.
Oh no, he was fish bait.
He's literally going, fools, he released me from my prison.
Me, Jackson.
Behold
again.
my final form.
My vengeance will come soon.
Turns out it's more than climbing in that jar.
He's got a dread.
Biding my time.
What a twist.
He's got a dreaded final form, and it's just an inch bigger.
Following the cryptid trail that fate had laid before them, our heroes found themselves in the town of Odeska, a humble settlement nestled a day's ride from the sprawling city of Jadizra. With their weary bodies seeking respite, they were swiftly enlisted by local tax collector Gisea, a cunning Locaean, a reptilian loan shark, to resolve the town's dire water crisis. Venturing forth on a perilous journey to the sacred pillars of thirst, which was a local water temple for those of you at home. The Jackson Five faced a relentless onslaught of rampaging kobolds, fighting tooth and nail to liberate the parched people of Odeska from the clutches of dehydration. Upon their triumphant return, the newly reluctant ally Jesaea unveiled yet another task, a clandestine delivery to the heart of Jadizra, in their subterranean district known as the Dregs. In exchange for fresh tickets to board another airship bound out for Bast. They agreed to undertake the task, headed to the warehouse, and little did they anticipate that their cargo would be an adorable creature of unknown origin, a captivating little companion they affectionately christened Squiggles.
The mascot we were meant to have before we went mental. That's a fish.
Picked up a fish.
Reluctant to part ways with their unknown friend, the Jackson Five sought solace in a cozy tavern and the comforts of a warm meal. But as they traversed the bustling streets of the fabled city of Jadizra, an earth-shattering explosion shattered the tranquility. The vessel of the esteemed Water Guild, a powerful collective, fell victim to a brazen attack by rebel forces, who I believe were calling themselves the Bloody Sparrows.
Bloody sparrow.
Amidst the chaos and mayhem, our heroes crossed paths with a charming halfling named Amaryllis, whose whimsical presence and infectious spirit quickly made her an inseparable part of their entourage. As the drinks flowed and laughter filled the air, Amaryllis became a permanent fixture.
Only because our road got stolen.
We then quickly got rid of the other road.
We might be in the market for a new one soon.
Yeah. See, get through them.
I don't know about you guys, but I know up a particular ranger that could do with replacing.
Oh, goodness me. Suddenly the group's falling apart. Oh my god.
Of course he wouldn't do that. I'm his lift.
He's not wrong.
Little did they suspect that a chance encounter with a nimble-fingered young rogue would thrust them into the employ of Van Dubious Fizzlewig, a museum owner and renowned gnomish relic hunter. However, before they could fully grasp the weight of their newfound alliance, a tragedy struck. Their trusted goblin companion, a stalwart comrade of many moons, Mr. Mossy Chops, to his friends, vanished into the night, leaving behind a void of uncertainty. Where the fucking hell did he go?
Didn't disappear into the night. He got thrown into the back of a
Well, we
wagon.
don't know that yet.
We saw a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Thrown into the back by some...
There 1 minute, gone the next.
Classic goblin.
Now in the service of relics and antiquities, our indomitable champions embark on a quest of monumental proportions. Their objective to obtain the legendary jewel capable of bestowing an everlasting free water supply upon the parched inhabitants of Jadizra. Does anyone remember the name of the jewel?
Oh, it's somebody's eye.
It's
Egg of Kukundu.
No,
That's my bush.
Got it written down here.
Five Kukunda.
Eye of Kahunda.
Oh, nice.
You, my friend, get yourself fired. No.
Eye of Kukunda, thank you.
Here it is.
Here it is for you, an eye of God. No. Yeah, you have one of those thingy marks that people love.
inspiration.
Max. I'll take a
But
thinking
you want to
mark.
excuse our DM, he seems to be choking on his own ability.
I need some gin.
We all do.
He's keeping it all to himself.
It's very mean. Oh, good.
So
We're
the
past
eye-
1 minute, you can't.
So the Eye of Kahunda promises to fulfill the thirst of the people of Jadizra, effectively dismantling the Water Guild, or Southwest Water, as we like to call them.
Yeah.
Their grip onto the
Yes.
grip onto the city's resources. Driven by necessity and the need to prove their mettle, our valiant little group of heroes, now referring to themselves as the Jackson Six, set forth on a legendary making odyssey. Their destination, the long-forgotten tomb of a revered but lost king, the Charnel of Somnolence, Bound by a shared purpose and fortified by unyielding friendship, they navigate the perils that lie ahead, united against the encroaching darkness and despair. Prepare to rejoin our fearless adventurers as they continue their escapades amidst the unforgiving mountainscape from whence we last left off. Brace yourself for the untold wonders and spine-tingling dangers that await, for in the face of adversity, it is their unwavering bond that shall illuminate their path. Welcome to Act 2!
2, baby! Oh, Act 2! We've made it this far, nobody's died! Well,
yes.
maybe
Well.
one person.
That's a couple times.
Right.
Merely flirted with death.
I courted death, and she touched my insides twice.
I told her I was not ready yet.
She's like, don't worry, I've got the lube. What?
So,
Back to it, baby.
let's jump in!
Wrong initiative.
Rocks fall, everyone dies. New characters.
I like that bit. It's like we started this group adventure, and the DM's like, "Are you going to check for traps?" It's like, "No." This guy walks. He's like, "You stand on the pressure plate." It's like, he rolls behind the screen. He's like, Can you roll me a d20?" He's like, "Yeah." 7. He's like, "Okay." Another d20. He does it 4 times. He's like, "I'm rolling a new character, aren't I?" He's like,
Savage.
it's like, oh god damn, what a way to start a campaign. You're rolling a new character, yeah, you've just become one of the NPCs. Yeah,
Quiet you.
quite a few. So yeah,
Yes.
so,
Nestled atop the mountain, where last we left off.
because we had the AA stone, didn't we?
Oh,
We
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
You did. The locator stone. Only one that will work with only one of you, but it's a locator stone on the second. You helped the Stonefold Circle. A lovely little gnomish gentleman called Hashem, his wife Mawaja, and their son Jahan. You saw
Save
them.
the shit out of them.
You saw them
Yeah.
head off into the distance with their entourage.
Yeah, there was quite a few of them, weren't there? 'Cause
Yeah,
they had,
there
like,
was.
We had like sand skimmers and stuff.
Yep,
with
yep.
them.
Dune skimmers. Yep.
Yeah.
They did. They did.
Yeah, so yeah, they were quite cool.
You saw them off. They headed off.
Yeah, which is good.
And I believe you guys are on top of that mountain
Mm-hmm.
after the sandworm had left
Nearly munched.
and nearly munched you after you'd ridden its
Right, the
cannon
baby. That's what you're going to do.
sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, wagon needs a little bit of repair work.
Yeah, we should probably like feed
Yeah.
the sand striders.
Well,
Because they heckin' ran.
they did. So
Give it a little service,
I
they'll be
think,
right.
I think the first thing
Pet.
I'm gonna do is give the wagon a bit of a look at it. It took a bit of a kicking.
Okay, so you literally jump off the wagon. Give us a investigation.
First roll of Johnson.
First roll of Act 2.
Watch him bin it.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, I can't remember what things are.
Where are things?
17.
Okay. Okay. Roll me a d20.
The wheels are small.
I was under it, upside down. Okay.
Where'd he go? I swear it was here just a minute ago.
No, seriously, roll me a d20.
Okay. 10 again.
Okay. And another one. No, okay, so yeah, you jump off the wagon and you trace around from the other side to the back. Surprisingly, a lot of your equipment and carriage, the storage box that you had in the back seems, other than a few scrapes, it seems fairly untouched.
So the boxes, the barrel, and the netting seemed.
And the only thing
bare.
that got damaged was the back
Back window.
window.
Yes,
The
back
window
Yeah.
got blown through, didn't
Yeah,
it?
that was bad.
the
But
horrible
we can patch
tendrils
that.
and the worm that come through. And you do notice there's a slight gouge out of one of the wheels. Where it looks like one of his extra tendrily mouths and sort of
Okay.
yanked a bit of the wood off.
Okay.
It looks like it's stable enough for now, but
Okay.
it will need repairing.
Is that something that I would feel confident in giving a go?
Yeah, you could give it a go.
Because the thing is, we've got the
Owner's manual.
Well, what I'm thinking is, we've got that barrel in there.
Yeah.
I could take a banding off the barrel and use the banding
Go for it.
as metal to repair it.
Okay, go for it. Give me a.
I'm going to sit and watch.
This is the epic music I was preparing. It's the montage music.
I pick up your hammer to hammer the wheelmaker, and I'm like,
You just see him with his top off like this. Go,
We're gonna have one of those, split screen montages.
flicking his hair back as he keeps with the hammer.
What is he doing?
Why is he doing it in slow motion?
I would say give me a survival.
Doing things slowly only works if you're killing something.
7, okay. So there's this wonderful scene, and we have this whole montage going on, and he's taking his top off, chest, bringing a right sweat, he's all like sweeping his hair, takes his hammer and lifts it, and then part of the iron running at the top of the thing on his head. Like,
I thought you were going to say it's going to build it, and it turns out it's a fucking barbecue.
just make it square.
I followed the instructions.
Hang on.
Did you?
Oh, hang on.
Did you mean to do that?
I've got the book lined flat, that's why. So.
He followed the
don't
instructions and accidentally built an extension.
What if I
So you need any help?
And now it's like leaning.
I'm like this, I'm like, number one, I didn't make any center motion.
Looks a bit wonky.
Burning quite a lot. And the other one
Lube
is
him up.
I'm not very good with hammer.
I'm quite good with the hammer.
Yes. Teamwork.
okay.
Makes
The dream
work.
With advantage. Give me a survival.
While these two are clowning around there, can I give the Sansaro some water that those guys gave us?
Yes,
Because we did promise them to do
Okay,
that.
so you hop off the wagon as well.
Yeah.
And you begin
I'll go and
to
tend to them.
Yeah, you begin to feed.
They deserve some water.
They literally are quite quick at lapping at the water.
Yeah. And those guys gave us some extra water anyway, so
They
it's
are
fine.
thirsty.
So I'll go and do that and give them a pat and tell them they're good boys.
Good boys.
Just the three.
Great. Okay, so working together, what you were lacking was the strength.
Yeah.
Now we're like
Gathered
extra
that
slow motion.
because I'm a boy.
It's happened several times, you know.
That's not how you lift that hammer.
So with Fenrir's might, you managed to lift it more into position, and actually, lifts almost one side of with a roll like that. Almost lifts one side of the wagon off the ground. I mean, we're talking like Incredible Hulk style. Like,
Accidentally throws
you
the couch
quickly
into the
work your
sun.
wonderful magic, and soon enough, you think it'll last the journey.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So it's bounded. Nothing else obvious that I've come across. Just that. And the
No,
bit
that was the main sort of
Okay.
thing. You've I'd say you've used a kind of you used something as sheet metal, didn't you? So you
Well, the thing is, we have banding on the barrel.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
we've
yeah.
got given.
so you've used a bit of
I
that.
just take a
to,
band off. If I take that top band off, it's going to make no difference because it's not holding water.
No, that's right.
So we can use that banding.
So you've had to you've used Fenrir to bash in and bend the metal as well, which has really helped.
I do. So, okay.
Can I check Squiggles, please?
Squiggles,
Yeah.
isn't that no?
I quit.
No,
Daisies.
Squiggles is he's very wide awake at the moment.
I bet.
Eyes are very big, and he's like looking around.
Can I pick him up and just give him a little, you're alright buddy, and give him some, I've got so much fish, don't we? We've got loads of fish, I'll give him some fish.
We've cooked. I think last
indeed,
time
could you
we've
We've got so much.
We've
Smoked it, that's what you did.
It's in
Because we
barrels,
bought
yeah.
barrel because that's the barrel I was going to use the
Yeah.
metal.
Yes, of
We've
course.
got so much fish.
You smoked it if I remember
Because I
right.
smoked a load, didn't I?
Yeah.
And then I ended up making some sashimi with or something.
Yeah, but no, so-
You basically invented that, yeah.
I think viewers at home, that was the episode where we just literally role-played make-believe,
Living.
making food and
Yeah.
living. It was great.
It's nice.
This is part of D&D.
And then the
This is
giant.
part of D&D. Folks.
Oh, yeah.
Asking.
Yeah, I just want to make sure
Yes.
Squiggles is
That's
okay.
great.
Give him a
That's
little,
like sleep
give him a
better.
pat and feed him
Yeah, he'll
some
tell
fish,
them.
give him some water, and just make
Yeah, I
sure
think I was before.
he's okay.
You do that.
Awesome.
I sleep well in that caravan.
I've got the list here of all the stuff that was in like the barrel and the other thing.
Yes.
And I've got notes of how much fish we bought. We're still doing all right on rations, like nothing's broken inside or anything.
No, genuinely,
It seems
rations
alright.
seem okay. You've been using some during your travel, of course.
Yeah.
genuinely, yeah, you see that.
Well, we've been supplementing them.
We got some off those guys anyway.
Because you got the extra fish, you were pretty stocked up with provisions. You're
Oh
not-
yeah, did we get some off of the geology?
Yeah, they
No,
gave some
no, you
water.
got some off the 2 travellers again.
No, not the, we think.
The AA guys, they gave us some water for the
They want some water.
Yeah,
so that's
guys.
to recover.
fine. Okay.
Cool.
So we're up together on all that. That's fine.
It's a stone-fold circle if you need to.
You've checked Sand
That's it.
Striders.
They seem alright. Just having a bit of a rest.
Well, I suppose the next thing is to check the window, really. So I go in, check the window.
It's a window.
It's a broken window.
You're right.
Boarded up.
Broken.
Is this something that one of you chaps could mend, or is this more of a just a bit of wood over it?
Boarded up.
Yeah. Okay.
For now.
So I
Are you
gingerly.
stealing hands on it?
I
Shards of glass.
I could take a good crack at trying to fix it. Cast minor illusion on the window.
Look, there's
It looks solid.
So
but there's
as
still
we
a lot of
ride
draft
off, it
coming
just
in.
stays there.
It's just still floating as you drive off. I pick all the glass out because I'm guessing it's just like a lead-lined window that's just
Okay,
been
you
blown
cut your
through.
finger several times.
So yeah. So I said gingerly.
Are you using your
death by 1,000 cuts.
Okay, you know what? I'll actually help with that. Mage hand.
Yeah. So we just pick it up, just sweep it up and get rid of it. What time are we at? Do you know?
Like afternoon,
9:08 at the moment.
morning.
No, you're about. This was about afternoon.
Okay. So
so still got all night.
This is about
So-
3 or 4. It's about It's about human time. It's about 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
3, 4 afternoon. Perfect. Okay. Right. How much magic did you use? Did you use any? I'm in a group with all these sort of like but magic. Did you use magic?
Of course I used magic.
I know. It's sort of a nonsense question for you normally.
Last smidge.
I think what he's saying is, do you need a rest?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I could do with a rest.
You could do the rest. That's fine.
I expended.
I don't think I've
quite a
used
lot of
any.
energy.
Okay, that's fine.
I haven't got any
well,
notes.
to be honest, a truthful chap, there's not a lot you need to do.
Well, you're
So
just
if you want to have a
psychics
rest,
like
by all
me.
means.
If people are happy to
Yeah, if you want to go upstairs.
I'm
take
a
lots
good
of
influence.
massive work.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
learning so much
only
from
because
you.
I'll probably pull the cart up. It's fairly safe up here. I'm going to just look at the map quickly and see where we
I was
go.
going to say, do you want to work out where we are?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm going to look at the map and work out where we are.
Go for it. Survivability.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
And work out how far we can go in
And
the next
sleep.
couple of
Oh yeah,
hours.
we've gone upstairs as well, haven't we? Forgotten that.
22.
Okay. So looking at the actual map, or at least what you can survey from the peak of the mountain where you currently are, you think you can get deeper into more of a sort of craggy. It looks like there's a craggy collection of rocks which is on the road towards where you need to go to. It looks like you'd think, estimated in about 2-3 hours of travel, you can be on the outskirts of Marshes Madness.
Okay, well, I'll tell you that. You go rest. We've got probably 2-3 hours. The thing is, we'll probably make a little bit of a base camp, have some dinner. Anybody who needs a short rest can have it.
Yeah.
And then we'll tie up the Sand Striders, do all that prep, and then we'll move on our way. Agree?
Sounds like a plan.
That's what
Okay.
so that's what we're doing.
I'll climb back up onto the top.
So you're going to
It's ready
start
to move.
riding while some rest inside.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm resting.
Yeah, Fenrir needs long rest. Big rest.
Big rest. Big
Big-
guy.
big-
Big guy.
big
Big
boy
rest.
rest.
Big,
Yeah.
big meal, big rest. Yeah. So,
Well, we can do that later on.
yeah.
Okay.
I think it'd be
Well,
better
I
to
mean-
do the Mad Marshes and the next day.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, especially with where we're going, we need to make sure we set our time for when we go in because we have a limited amount of time within there.
Well, let's see how far we can get with the hours
Yeah.
or the sun we still got.
So the limited amount of time, just so you're aware, it wasn't in the Mad Marshes, it was in
In the
the
Vale.
Ashen Vale.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
The
Ashen
door
Vale is
opens.
located inside
Right,
the Mad Marshes.
Yeah.
But we still have that pocket watch, don't we?
Yes,
And it's still intact.
seems to be.
Perfect.
Can we give it a little tap to check?
It breaks.
Too much
Tap too
tap.
hard.
Really?
Right, guys.
Thank you.
Right, guys. I'm going to look into the camera for this. Did you realise in the recap he was talking about all the stuff he'd put us through, and you see that he skimmed over half of the nonsense, like the spiders and people trying to attack us when we went back to our wagon, all these sorts of things. If you look back on how many times we've literally been like, oh, we've evaded danger, then danger comes again.
Or
Yeah,
night.
don't we normally put tiny hut on the thing when we're resting?
Because
like,
people try to kill us on our
yeah,
sleep.
yeah, I was thinking that.
Or
I was like,
giants.
Yeah.
Are we safe? Are we safe? Are we really
No, we
safe?
can't do that on the move.
So, people at home, if you watch the previous 21 episodes, you can find out how you two at home can make your party paranoid.
Yeah. Fear everything. Yeah. Always be vigilant.
Right, we go into the spa then. It's down the road.
Yeah,
It's definitely there.
Yeah, we're definitely going to the spa now.
Don't go to the spa. It's filled with
I'm
wasps.
guessing I stubbed my toe getting in.
You bet. And you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Come on!
Oh yeah.
You stub your big toe so hard
Welcome
it
to
goes through your
Professor.
shin.
Blows out my heel.
You've shuffled your foot bones.
Okay, so carry on riding. I'll go up front with Zeal and just navigate. And then you guys,
sleeping.
Fenrir's
I will protect Fenrir from war.
No. I feel safe.
I'm gonna have a little nap.
Okay,
I will protect both of them from war.
okay,
So you gonna do that?
yeah.
Okay. You snap the sand stratus to action as you make your way back down the mountainous spike before veering south once more. Passing jutting rock formations, the blazing sun beats down upon all of you. Well, those of you that are outside.
Good thing I got this out.
Pouring a warmth over you that only seems to increase with an almost uncomfortable temperature as the day or late afternoon progresses. You follow that path for another 2 hours before you notice various crags scattered about in a cluster either side of the path you travel. They hint at civilizations and cultures that once may have thrived here in the days before the vortex storms and magical anomalies took hold of the Vesca. You can see some old man-made arches and archaic symbols that still remain that kind of paint the picture of some kind of settlement. You scan over the very chisel patterns etched with crude tools. They tell a story of sorts, lost of generations and hard to understand in the common tongue today. You press on, riding a small dust cloud that rushes overhead. The wagon begins to rock from side to side very slightly.
What are they doing in the back?
As those of you begin
This is how
to,
you shake the wagon.
as those of you that are inside or awake at least
Sing me a
quickly
lullaby.
head inside to secure pots and pans from falling out of cupboards, as you do, it's just the wagon wheel just hits over one of the little
Going off-roading.
Fuck! I wish I knew telekinesis.
Those of you that are asleep, you've secured yourself in the sort of hammocks that are inside.
Swinging nicely with it.
Yeah.
And
Just being rocked
for now
to
it
sleep.
hasn't woken you. It's just this one moment of Norman panicking.
Which we're used to. That's fine.
Just saying all the swears that I know in deep speech.
You can see like Spider-Man in the wall.
Yeah. Stuff like that. For some reason he's upside down. It's like, no.
You continue on. Another hour passes.
Okay.
At this point, 3 hours of travel. And you find yourself on a rather empty route when you spot a series of rocky outcrops again. But this time they seem darker. Particularly as one of the geologists warned you.
Oh, the
They have
corrupted
a very
rocks.
red, black rock texture to them.
Okay.
You press on.
Well, yeah, is this the... is my assumption this is the blight he was talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. From what he was talking about, did he say that coming into contact with them, like physical contact, was dangerous?
He didn't mention anything about being dangerous about physical contact. He just said there was something strange that was affecting the rocks.
Okay. I'm in the mindset of if it's not broke, don't play with it. So
I think you should
I'm
lick
going
one.
to leave it
I
alone.
looked one last time.
Oh, did you?
I don't think it went bad.
The thing is,
Just get
Well,
naked, run to one of the nearest rocks and just hug it.
so I'm not the frontier, so I literally go. I'm guessing this is Splice he was talking about.
It would seem so, I believe.
Do you reckon this is a magic thing or a curse? Like a fey curse?
Hard to tell. Can't say I've seen much like this before.
No. It
I
doesn't.
mean, but for all intents and purposes, seems like we're going in the right direction anyway.
Yes.
He did say that this gets worse before we get there.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to think of something sensible to put the strand striders from far away.
Yeah, don't want them spooking off again, I suppose.
No, exactly. Well, at least we can tie them to the back of the wagon, at least.
There is that.
Yes.
I think we carry on, but keep an eye just in case.
So yeah, just be
I don't like the vantage points around here either.
No, just be vigilant as we're going.
Okay. You snap the reins and begin to set off again. A little further, those dark red rocks start to become blackened as they lead toward another valley that opens up. Weirdly, the road actually seems to narrow as you become surrounded by more and more giant rocks that make up this brand new valley that you're entering. Blackened and oozing with moisture, tiny beads of green liquid drip along the crevices. The valley seems far from safe. A shiver runs down your spine as you venture into the second valley. The road veers right as you turn a corner, and it gives way to a sea of broken and dust-covered trees, dead and emaciated of all life. You look beyond as you've found the forest you've been looking for. The skies overhead have become a dark purple in hue as the sun is beginning to set. You can spot the occasional spear of light that just seems to be trying to seep through the overhanging branches that now make up this forest. And the way ahead stands before you, looming in a very horrible gloom of grey and red.
So you saw this forest look dead as well?
It looks dead.
So my question is, does the road continue, or is it more like getting more footpathy?
For now, the road looks like it continues. What once was green and full of life is now a mix of ashen greyish red vegetation, barely clinging on to what remains of any semblance of a thriving horticultural forest. The leaves are dry and frail, and the very branches seem fragile and drained, and there's a horrible, horrible tinge and taste of decay and rot in the air.
Can I do a nature check just to see if it's like, if there's like anything untoward that I'm just like picking up from like the trees being weird and all this sort of stuff going on? I'm just like, you know, it's obviously very unnatural, but like do a nature check on it just to see what I'm sort of like picking up.
Hang on, you can have guidance on that as well.
Oh, wonderful. I will take that. I need it. Oh, not bad. Math. 23.
23, that's good. So, you hop off the wagon very slightly, just to get a close look at some of the vegetation. Or literally the nearest tree to you without actually entering the forest. And there is a sickening sort of naturalness to it, as if something corrupted it. It hasn't
Just died.
just died.
It's like it's breaking just down.
Yeah.
It's just
Like there is a corruption on this forest.
Okay. Is it something that I could relate to something else I've heard of, or is it more just like this is a massive novelty to me? Like this is like the first time I've
This
ever.
is the first time you've ever encountered anything like this. Especially out here in the sand dunes.
Yeah. Okay.
You've been through wooded areas before in the sand
Yeah,
dunes,
yeah,
and they're
yeah.
mostly
Yes.
sanded, dried out trees, which makes sense. But for the vegetation to
So
try
that-
to flourish and
yeah.
bloom,
But then
but
gone
to be
corrupt.
blackened and decayed is
Weird.
yeah.
Okay.
So they're still kind of alive, but just slowly dying.
Yeah.
So I think I'll relay all of it to 0. And then I'll be done. Yes, it's very unusual. I'm not saying it is magic, but for me, it's sort of the common sense aspect of it. It would probably be something magical or
I agree.
a curse, something
There's
along
probably
those
not
lines.
nothing natural about this.
No.
Something or someone has done this.
Yes.
Don't really want to come across with whatever it is, but I fear that we're probably heading in that direction.
There's nothing off the top of your head that comes to mind.
Nothing I can think of, is there?
No. This is something
New to me as well.
Something new, something strange. The only inkling you have is that it's could be something unholy, but not in the undead sense.
It's not undead. Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, no, because I'd pick up undead. It's not going off, is it? I'm not getting like a mad undead sense kicking off.
A mad undead sense.
Like
Mad on dancing.
that was very poor wording of mine.
We are in the mad marshes.
I'm not having a very intense sense of
Spider senses I'm tingling for it. Yeah.
Not at the moment.
No.
Just a feeling of dread.
I guess it feels more like poisonous.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Like contamination.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not just like rotten
No.
necrotic damage. I can do necrotic damage, I'm assuming I would know what
Yeah.
that feels like.
Are we
It doesn't feel like that.
Are we still on the map, or is this more like uncharted area now?
So where you've been tracking yourself on the main map,
Yeah.
you're still technically there, but these roads haven't been
There
mapped.
definitely needs to be map. This is literally
All you have in your map is
a
just
very
an-
faint pencil line going that way,
Yeah.
and it's just map marshes, and then anything within that you just make.
because as the travellers told you that
No one
So
goes
people
people
there.
don't go this way.
It's just really inconvenient. Like, we know exactly where we are, but the words "mad marshes" are written directly over where we are. We can't see the roads.
Yeah. Okay. Judging from what I can see in front of us, does it go on like tracked paved? Like, is it just stones like the rest has been? Is it like, are we literally just driving?
So it's like a dirt track.
Yeah, it is. So it is actually a track. We're not like going.
No, it's not. You haven't veered off. You're still following the track.
Okay.
And at this moment, the track leads through
So,
this new
in the
cluster of
past,
forestry.
things would have travelled this way. Potentially when this forest was a forest. A lush forest.
I mean, give me a nature check.
Do one as well, why not? As we're conversing about it.
24.
19.
So, looking at the tracks on the floor, you brush your hands along the trail. The last wagon that you can see that come through this way, a long time ago, maybe months, maybe years, you can barely make out the track.
You can barely make out the impression that's in it.
One thing that you do see is like shuffling foot tracks, but you can't be sure if it's
Humanoid or
humanoid
Creature
or
or
animal.
okay, because it's just scuffling more than anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So something has been this way. But possibly not for a while.
How the Sansros dealing with it?
Interesting, you should ask.
Okay.
So you turn around from your position on the ground. And you can see the sand striders now. They begin to sneer in a sort of hesitation of looking to the forest. Sort of one haunched foot sort of lifts slightly. They look like they're potentially on edge, fearful of what's beyond.
Okay, well, I think a bit of animal handling from perils would probably be a very good idea at this point. Another thing is, do they come with blinders, or are they just...
Yeah, they do have blinders on all the harnesses that you got. They have
So
blinders.
blinders are down as well?
The blinders aren't down.
Okay,
Maybe do that.
that's another one. Put the blinders down, because the thing is, they probably get massive sensory overload from all this that's happening. Gone from desert to whatever this is.
Yeah.
Put
I'd
the
imagine they're probably smelling
bit of
stuff as well.
animal handling,
Okay, go for
and put the blinders down, I reckon.
Have a bit of guidance as well when you're out. Feel free. Animal handling.
What's your animal handling like?
Plus 7.
What?
25. I'm pretty good with animals.
Yeah, I'll let Zeal do it.
So as Viatoran walks
fucking
towards
Yeah.
the sand strider, it kind of lifts its head up in irritation again.
I'll step around a bit.
And you
just
step
slowly
around.
calm down.
I'll just be like,
Put one hand onto
Yeah.
the side and begin to stroke down its
Yeah.
neck.
I'll be like, yes. I think many hands is probably not the solution to this problem.
Cool, be gentle with them
Yeah,
sometimes.
you
Don't
do the
blindside them
sand
either.
striders.
They
I'm
don't
just
like
gonna,
it.
I'm gonna just keep an eye for now. I'm gonna slip in the wagon, grab,
Yeah, I was going to say get the others to...
and now I'm gonna grab the guns. Just are tucked inside. I'm gonna grab both guns, make sure they're loaded, and I'm just gonna give Norm the heads up that it's getting a bit weird and wonderful out here. So when we find a place to stop, before then I'm just gonna open that little slide behind us when we're sat up there, just to see if I need to shout it.
Yeah.
You might need to wake Fenrir at some point as well.
Yeah.
I think he might have a bit more of a sense of
Yeah.
potential things and dangerous to us,
Yes,
as he's done before.
Yeah, so I can hear him resting as we speak, but we can always
Oh,
wait.
so handsome.
If we cautiously go on... If we cautiously go on for now and
Yeah.
keep an eye out as we go along.
Fenrir in his sleep is looking a bit restless. I
Rest?
think he's under bed, dream.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, big
I could
so
be a real
Norman,
dick and
if you-
see
you're
what
inside
you're
as well, so you,
dreaming
yeah, you can
right
see
now.
Fenrir his like
Well, I can hear him upstairs and I can hear him like turn.
Maybe
Whole
someone's
wagon
going
is
to
like,
Yeah. So yeah, I just nip round the corner and like nip up the little staircase to see Norman.
Sleeping.
Yes, Norman, why have you got your t-shirt?
Just move the bed and there's like an entire fish just draped around my neck like I'm tired.
Never mind. I shouldn't have asked. Okay. He looks restless. Like dream restless, or like have a dream restless.
Want me to have a look?
If you want to.
Like, part of me's very intrigued. I'm not gonna lie. Part of me's like, yes, and another part of me is like, looking where? So I'm gonna be like, no, a little further explanation is required for this. Looking where? In his mind. Can you look in his mind?
Yes.
If you want to look in his mind, check he's okay, by all means. We are going through the mad marshes, I'd rather not it affect everyone.
Okay.
And I'm just like, that's why he's got his t-shirt on.
Yeah, so with your
Is it like a
I
tentacle
cast
going in through
detect
his ear?
thoughts. I get to see Fenrir's surface thoughts.
and does Fenrir get defensive if they don't want to reveal anything or not?
If
you're
I
happy for them to
press,
see.
you can give me the basic bits, but if you
Yeah, no,
if I
if it's
wanted
like-
to press, then you get to make a wisdom save.
I
I feel like
guess like if I would, if there would be any part of my subconscious that knows that it's Norm and it's not a threat, then I would be okay with that. I feel safe in my little hammock. I know where I am. So.
He just comes in smelling of eggs.
It's not.
It's not. It smells like a fried egg.
Yeah,
oh, I know this presence. I know this presence.
I've sensed this presence before.
This is a good smell.
Yeah, you get it when your mind slithers. You know. I smell eggs.
It's like something.
It's a side effect from the spell calm emotion. You just smell a fryer.
Bacon.
Banging.
Eggs.
Yeah, so I've just seen Norm do his thing. I'm going to just go back outside and regain my zeal because I think we're just going to press on. Because
You step back outside. In the meantime, as you have your thoughts.
Open your
mind. So you can see it's like kind of hazy, flashing images, but there's a very kind of red and purple hue to a sky, and Fenrir is knelt down, kind of talking to what seems like a god.
Whoa!
But you can't really hear the conversation, but you get the gist that the god is given warning.
I'm just going to cut you off. Upon seeing a deific figure, I just fucking leave.
He's like, I'm having none of this shit.
Wrong
room! I'm not supposed to be here!
Whoops! It's the deity that you saw had tentacles hanging down his face.
Oh, I know that guy! I'll stick with it.
Norm's like, oh, wrong door, sorry.
They just goes, Father?
Dude, we've talked about this. You're supposed to leave a sock on the door if you're getting busy.
I guess just before you go, you see the eyes of the god look straight at you.
No! No!
You're just like walking in like, yeah, I can see you're busy, I'll just leave.
I can see you.
I just fucking lock eyes with you, like seconds after casting the spell, after you started walking away. Nope, done. Just go down the stairs before you. Nope.
Okay, Norman then.
He's fine! He's fine.
Oh, I couldn't talk then. That was a novelty.
It was relief.
It's fine.
You?
Oh, good! Just leave the carriage entirely.
I'm walking.
Quick medicine, check he hasn't got fever or anything. Because I know Squiggles had that sort of illness.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Just check that he isn't like picking up a fever and it's like spray.
The thing
And now you've got it.
the thing that takes us all out is smallpox.
We didn't have our jabs before we left.
I'm immune to disease.
11?
Yeah, but we're not.
Do you think that Fenrir has potentially got
Carry
a fever for the flavour?
That's fine.
It's the
I
eggs.
literally I just quaffed your hair out the way and I'm just like,
He's fine.
What a pretentious ass. I just go back down outside. I'm gonna have a small huddle with Zeal.
Okay.
And just go to him.
Wish these bloody monkeys would shut up.
You know, for a dead forest, it sure sounds alive.
So there are shrill, strange sounds that you do hear in the distance, but
Yeah, that's just me.
We've had a little bit of a situation inside.
What?
Fenrir seems to be very restless while he's sleeping. Norman's done something. It's Norman. So
What did he try?
I'm fine.
He did a mind sort of melding. So he was doing this.
a Vulcan mind map.
Yeah, and he had this unusual reaction. The
Right.
thing is, he's so normal the rest of the time.
He did something very unnormal.
Yes.
Right.
But I am quite aware that we are entering this place, and I think it would be very good for all of us,
To be awake.
and I think it would also be very good for us to set a phrase that we ask each other, and then there's a cool response. Because what I don't want is shoot him, he's the evil Fenrir, and then I get shot in the neck. So, cool response.
Has that happened before?
don't want it to happen, so I'm trying to
But I'm
avoid
with you. I
Yes.
get what you're trying to do.
Mad Marshes started getting the idea that it might be mind-bending. So,
Hallucinations and whatnot, yes.
R1, away from everyone, so no one's overheard it, is going to be fair weather today, and your response is going to be, it's always hat weather.
It's always what?
Hat weather.
Hat weather. No, I couldn't get that.
Fair weather today, it's
Always
always
hat
hat weather.
Okay.
Perfect. That's going to be the way of you and I addressing each other.
Are you sane? Are you the
Yeah.
right person?
Perfect. Splendid. We've got that sorted. What I'm going to do is we'll get a collection of us to do these, and then we'll go around and we'll be sorted.
Right.
Because the
fine.
thing is, I'm slightly concerned that it's not going to be more physical attacks, but more mental in this place. And that worries me slightly.
Yeah. Got to make sure everyone's in the right frame of mind.
Perfect.
Don't want anyone panicking and running off,
Yes. So,
especially in this place.
I'm going to nip inside and speak to Norman quickly, and then we'll go from there.
Right. Thinking about what you
Yeah,
said
you
about
never said.
the dream and whatever, do I kind of piece two and two together and think there's something going on with this dream, and that's why Norman just bolted out of it? Because I've probably had similar dreams.
I'd say that you can piece,
And we've had a conversation about gods anyway,
yeah.
so I kind of figure what's happening. But if I do, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to be like, yeah, all right, I understand what's happening. It's nothing to worry about, sort of thing. I'm kind of like, it's fine. Just let him sleep. It needs to happen, sort of thing. That's what I'm kind of like in my head. Going,
We're going to nip in and see Norman.
You nip in.
Yeah.
Unicorn.
How's he doing? How you doing, Norman?
Just breathing heavily.
He's seen the face of God.
I'm breathing heavily over the barrel that used to contain all the fish guts.
Ooh, nice.
I explained this to Zeal outside. I've been having a bit of a strange thought. In case in this mad marsh there are illusions and those creatures that change their shape, I think we should have phrases that we say to each other so we're aware that that other person is still the same person. So, I'm going to say, breakfast is my favourite meal, and you're going to say, eggs. I do love some eggs.
I'm just going to speak telepathically.
That's where I come in next. So, passphrase in front of people would be lovely. If I give you that hand sign, I'd like you to talk to me telepathically wherever we are. Agreed? Splendid.
And if you've just joined us at ChanDev, we are speaking safe words, and this is not a BDSM actual play show.
This is how paranoisy's made me. You're aware of this. I'm
like
making
eggs.
key phrases because I'm terrified there's going to be an imposter me and one of these guys is going to kill me. Straight up.
I'm just going to kill him.
Let's kill them both.
There can be only one.
Okay, so are you continuing? Are you pressing on into the forest now? The Sandstriders seem calm.
yeah, I'll just have a little word with him and kind of say,
Yeah, I'd say that
you're probably not going to like where we're going.
They seem They seem to answer and slightly nuzzle against your hand
Yeah,
as you're
so-
giving them a
but
bit of a
I'll say,
stroke.
we'll keep you safe. And then I'll get back up and get ready to move on slowly.
Okay.
I'm going to see Amaryllis.
You gonna wake up?
Yeah. Amaryllis. Don't need to rely on you. We've had a small issue where I'm being slightly paranoid. Added. But going into the mad marshes, there's going to be some mind-bending things there, so I've started making phrases with people.
Okay.
Just a call and response, just to check that we are who we are. So, mine to you is going to be like, I love a tidy home. And yours is going to be like, I love a fucking messy kitchen.
Yeah, he's got you there.
It's true life as well.
Oh.
I love a messy kitchen. Okay, I'll try and remember that. I love a messy kitchen.
If you remember it, that would be lovely. Thank you very much. I'm going to let Fenrir be, just because whatever he's going through, he needs to go through. Okay? But, yeah. I'm feeling much more content that that's in place.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that we're tracking, we're moving.
Slowly moving on.
So I'm going to open the door, stand onto the side skirt, shut the door, and just get up with the wheel.
Okay. So as you do that, you can see that the wagon has now began to press on into the dark and the embracing trees. You realise that you've now arrived in the hollows, which is the precipice of the marshes of madness. Now the only thing you have to find is the forked tree which Cinabella spoke of. All is very still and quiet as you move through the hollows, save for the shrieking of something unnatural in the very far reaches.
I'm going to peek through the hole that you've opened in the wagon.
You just see this leaf suddenly goes
Scary.
and then just flutters off again. A stray, rotten leaf.
Ooh, it's not funny. It's not funny. Funny leaf.
The ground underfoot is barren and cracked, and though the woods here are desolate and devoid of leaves, it still seems a very claustrophobic place. You carry along the path as it slowly begins to dissipate and vanish more and more with each stride that you're pressing on. For about another hour, you continue. And other than the fragility of this place, a snapping stray branch here and a hanging vine suddenly shifting for no reason, or a leaf slapping on the window of the wagon, everything seems very eerily calm. But you can't shake the notion that you're being watched.
It's God.
And then fear or senses begin to tingle
Isn't that like a safe zone?
as you feel the undead are all around.
Just laid them. Yeah.
The whole place. And that's where we're going to hold it to take a break.
We can do that.
Oh, we can do that now.
We have the technology.
We can rebuild him.
Stronger.
We just can't spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Stunning. See you in a
join us
minute.
after the break. See you shortly.
Bye.
Hooray.
Oh, great and powerful YouTube algorithm deities, whose whims decide our very fates, I beseech thee, bestow Channel Divinity a boost to likes and views, for we are but humble entertainers in your vast digital realm. Hear me, great ones!
Right there, buddy. What are you doing?
Getting us more views, likes.
By sacrificing a skull.
It's already dead.
Okay. You do realise if they just click like and subscribe, it will do the trick.
So I've put this all on for nothing.
Yeah, sadly, that is. Sorry about that. Well, literally, if you just like and subscribe, you'll be doing us a great favour, and we'll just give you in return some brilliant D&D content here at Channel Divinity. So, like, subscribe, tune in on Wednesday at 7 PM, and let's have some fun, shall we? Goodbye.
Subscribe and join the adventure every Wednesday at 7 PM.
Welcome back to
Hi,
Channel
guys.
Divinity.
What are you doing?
I don't know, flipping things just
Waving
keep-
your tassels.
He's too basic. He can't
He
handle
can't
his own
handle the style of life.
That's not Balenciaga of you.
For all of you that have returned after this fantastic little break we've had, if you guys haven't subscribed or clicked like on this video, if you could, it'd be great. It helps us get more equipment, like these cameras and like the backing screen. Makes it look a little more professional for you guys to carry on watching. So,
Thank you.
back to the episode.
Give us your money.
Probably our inevitable death.
All right, let's get straight back in. Part 2. Give me a
Evil monkey check. I think it is evil monkey.
Why are you sure?
And is this a perception for undead?
No, this is just a general.
Just a general perception.
Sounds like messed up.
My money's on flying monkeys.
Dire seagulls.
So, where you feel this emanation of undead, you quickly look around the forest. You see the darkest reaches deep within that forest, and you can see nothing that seems to make you think that the undead are there. Nothing that seems close, but yet your senses say that it's all around. You peer back behind yourself, and you see in the very far distance, just for the slightest moment, a glint of light catching off something, like a metal rooftop or something, on the direction that you've been, on that road.
Metal rooftop.
It looks like it.
Okay. There isn't anything in the sky above me.
Nothing above you in the sky.
Bloody airship.
I was going to say that.
Oh God!
Turns out it's a reflection off a rock of airship plummeting into the ground.
Everyone, I don't want to alarm you, but we're dealing with
Can I-
robot ghosts.
Can I look through the monocle? See what it's like behind us?
Yeah, of course.
Because I look over the... Yeah.
So back down the road you've already been.
Yeah. If I'm still keeping eye contact.
Yeah.
22.
Okay. So you look through the monocle, and you can just about make out it's another wagon.
Very nice.
Following us.
It's stopped in the very far distance. It just seems to be maybe doing the same as you. You can see the glint that you saw was actually not from the metal roof, but was in fact from a monocle of their own.
Okay. How far away?
Like, quite a trek. Like, I mean, your monocle, with your perception, gets you about...
Well, realistically, a gun goes 800 feet or something. So are we 800 feet or within? Or are we 1,000?
I would say you're talking, about 1,000.
1,000 feet away.
Yeah.
What's pulling it?
Looks like potentially some sand striders as well.
Okay, that's fine.
Have we got company?
Yeah, that's not a problem though. It sounds daft. Company is not a problem. The problem is advancing company.
Alright.
If they were catching up on us, that's a problem. So keep an eye on them. If they're catching, that means they haven't come in on a side road, they are following us. So I'm going to keep an eye on them and see if their pace is catching. And if their pace starts to catch us, I'd like to be aware of it. We'll carry on.
Okay.
Should we keep an eye out for any little side roads we can go off?
Yeah.
Maybe let them bypass us. If they...
Well, we'll see if they're trying to catch us first. If they're trying to catch us, that's the point where we're going to have to potentially make a stand. But we'll see.
What's going on out there?
Oh yeah, you're a hat. I just stepped that down, so I'm looking straight through the hat. A small issue.
Go through your bit.
We've got someone following us, you see. So I'm not sure if they've come in on a side road or they're catching us. So I'm going to check quickly, see if they are catching, and if they are, you might have to wait for them.
Alright.
Okay, but I'll let you know as soon as I know. Yeah,
Can I
and
see them out the broken back window? That's
Broken back.
oh,
when
it's being boarded up.
Yeah. You can see another one
Okay.
Yeah,
over
I'm just
there.
going to unboard it.
We're still travelling. Are they gaining?
Oh,
Yeah,
Hobbit take
some.
this fucking thing
Yeah.
off.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because we
What
haven't
me with my
stopped.
We'll
tiny
pick our
little
pace up a
hand?
little bit.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
begin to, and you
Oh,
Take
fucking
a corner.
strong.
as you continue. So you see that as you increase your pace and begin to go through the forest, and it's getting a bit bumpier now. They seem to be matching the pace.
They're definitely following us. They will be matching our pace otherwise.
Can I take the boards off the wall?
Between us, have we got a crowbar?
Does it look like our wagon?
There it is.
No, it doesn't. It actually doesn't look like your wagon.
It's not that fancy. We couldn't
It
afford
looks more like an evil. No, it looks.
It's an evil version of our wagon.
Because the thing is,
Skeleton Beatorum's like
It's got a skeleton gun.
I can do undead sense, so that
Skeleton
gives
shooter.
me numbers within like
bone
2 or
rattler.
3, orientation, so where they are, within 5 miles. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to terrify myself, but I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Okay. Natural 20.
Nice. So
it. Fen
where
really
your
sleeps,
skeleton
just like, oh, nice.
is coming in front of you, not
Not
behind
behind.
you,
Oh.
and within. Totally, you can sense 3 miles worth of undead.
A lot of them. So that thing behind it isn't undead chasing.
Not from what you can sense. No.
We just reckon it's a wagon following.
I'm going to try something. Let's slow down a little bit. See if they do the same.
Buddy up with them.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to slow down a little bit.
Okay. You heat the reins a bit, and you notice that again they match and slow down, almost coming to a standstill.
Okay. I called a Norman. Norman, minor illusion. How large?
Not big. Only 5 feet.
5 feet.
Cool.
How wide is this path?
The path is what's up enough the wagon? You're looking at 15 feet.
15 feet.
Yeah.
How wide is the wagon?
Your wagon is you're kind of like pushing it. It's about 15 feet. You are
Okay.
like, yes.
It doesn't have to hide us.
Why don't you imagine a big giant rock? And see what they
Oh,
do.
how can I imagine something a lot scarier?
No, I was
Let's see
thinking,
what they do.
if we obscure ourselves and we carry on driving, well, it looks like we carry on driving because it looks like we've turned, we can stand behind the illusion.
You know a spell that can just make fog.
I do, Norman. Very well remembered.
You guys haven't been crazy before, have you?
I cast
He's at home.
This is my stuff.
Behind.
us.
Also, like,
So I tell Zeal to speed up.
Yeah.
that's just us.
Have we got anything like a byway next to it? Say there's a
Like
road
the
like
stuff
They
this.
could pop
on the
into it,
Is
side.
there anything that takes us
Thing.
Oh, it's
slightly
just fake us.
past the
Fake.
track? Does that make sense? So it's like
You've
where it
never
widens
tried
or
before,
bows or narrows?
Give me a quick perception.
First time for everything.
Fuck, that was terrible. 15?
Okay, so I'll say that as you've already said your plan, you've already done it. You hit your reins and you began to just
Yeah.
go forward. You've stood up. You can see this mist of, appearing behind you. All the mist creeping in from the road. And as you're heading north at this point, beginning to veer around a corner, you quickly see another path to your right that seems to, it looks muddy,
Okay.
but it looks like it's not very well travelled, and it looks like you'd have some form of concealment from the actual trees. Or you've got a continued open stretch.
I look at Zeal and I'm like,
Hop in, let them pass, see what happens.
yeah,
That's what we're going to do.
do that.
Okay. You veer on, and as soon as the wheels hit the sludge you can just feel it.
Yeah. So try not to go too far in.
How roughly how far you want to get, and just do enough of
Just a nudge it.
Well, the idea is if there's a fog, they're not going to see us turn.
And
And if they're going at a decent pace, they're just going to go past. They're going to overshoot because they're not going to.
They're not going to see tracks or anything.
Okay, so you carry on for a bit further, and then you pull
Yeah,
to
to
stop,
stop.
and then you wait. You can hear some strange sounds in the distance. You hear and then nothing. And then these strange animal sounds start again, just echoing and bouncing off trees. It's so hard to pinpoint where they're all coming from. How long does the fog last?
Yes, I will have to actually look that up. That is something I couldn't tell you.
Do we still want to get that
I
window
think
clear?
it's concentration, but I will have to let you know.
It sounds like they've got it.
Okay.
The two of us just staring at a boarded up window, pondering how we could possibly take it off.
Have we got any crowbars on board of the cabin
Yes.
somewhere?
You've got.
Don't just start dismantling the wagon,
general
that's
adventure.
not
Well,
very
you were,
nice.
especially in your road kit, you should have a crowbar. Or something like that.
Crowbar.
Casting time, duration
I don't
1
think
hour.
magic's going to help
1
us
hour.
here
1
without
hour.
destroying more of it.
120 feet, 1 hour.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Concentration up to an hour.
Okay, so you're
Drop it
continuing.
whenever I
Okay.
will.
So how long are you going to wait?
Right, it's 1,000 feet. What
Go
my
into the
prediction
corner,
of
go to the
distance is
corner.
if they're matching us. Because the thing is, they're keeping up with us, and I move at twice speed being a ranger if I'm leading. So, my instinct is they have a ranger leading. So, twice speed, 1,000 feet. It's going to be 15 minutes max.
Okay. So you're going to hold off for 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. You remain silent for 15 minutes still.
Nothing.
Don't hear anything go past.
You heard something from a far distance, especially when you were older.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hearing. You heard. And then you hear it just fade. And then nothing, just the eerie scrolls of the wildlife that's here that you haven't seen.
Before we carry on, do you want to go back onto the main path and see if there's any tracks going forward?
I'm going to go back.
Like you gonna take the wagon back, or
No,
you
I'm
gonna
going to let Zeal turn or back the wagon.
Yeah, I'll slowly back the wagon and let him
I'm-
go jump
I'm
off and he's going
gonna
to go
go
and have a look at the
on
main road.
I'm going to go on my own. And
Don't you think you're going anywhere without one of these first? Wow.
Oh yeah.
Telepathy, bitch.
So he's talking to me. Load the gun. Full ranger stealth mode.
Well, you got the fog key.
Yeah. Full clouds up. So I'm literally going to keep to the edge, to the brush, and literally go tree to tree, and just get to the edge of my fog cloud.
give me a stealth.
Just want to see if there's a track going forward or not.
That actually might be very hard. Yes, it is. 20.
Okay. You poke the trees and you, as you begin to try and turn the wagon down, you see Via heading off, like squelching boots, like, and then eventually you hear nothing. And you continue to move towards where you put this mist. You going to move through the mist?
Well, I'm going to work to the edge of the mist,
Okay.
and then my concentration lets me drop the whole thing. I don't think I can reduce it, can I?
Nah, you just
Yeah,
turn it.
literally, it's on or off. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay to the edge of the track, and I'm going to move just slightly into the mist. I'm going to listen and see if anything's moving through the mist. Because what I don't want to be is halfway in it and then realise he's halfway in as well.
Okay.
So, 5 foot into the mist, and then just listen.
Okay. So you get 5 foot into the mist. I need you to give me an intelligence roll.
That is not good.
Uh-oh.
That's a 7.
A 7.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. As you're staring up into the mist, you suddenly see a black shape. Just goes across your peripheral vision, and then fades into part of the mist.
Or does it?
Oh yeah, that
And
was
then
just
you
me.
hear, just brushing the tips of your ears, watching you, we are.
Well,
Do
I
you
ain't
hear
gonna
it?
sleep tonight.
You don't. So it's not in my mind.
I wouldn't hear that. You can tell me about that.
I'm obviously going to tell you. I'm literally going to be like, in my head, I'm going to be like, Norman.
Yeah.
It's not going to be very entertaining going through here. I'm starting to think that we're going to have to be very aware of everything that's around.
Okay.
Can you tell Zeal I'm going to drop the fog when he gets ready back at the road? So can you let me know when he's right on the edge of the road, please?
I've received a message from our good friend. He
Is
said
that Jesus?
Oh, the other one.
Him.
He said he's gonna pass the gas in a bit, so he's gonna be right on edge.
Right. You mean get back on the track?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I'll do that. I'll back him
Nothing
out,
else.
slowly turn around.
Are you continuing on or coming
No,
back?
no.
You're beginning
He's just
to
going to wait
catch
for a
back.
pickup.
Yeah, I'm literally walking back.
Give me another intelligence test.
15.
You don't see anything else. You feel a moment of when something seemed to shift, but then you realise it was the mist. And you quickly shake your head, trying to get to grips with yourself, as you're beginning to realise that you're seeing things in this mist.
I'm actually seeing things.
You think you are.
Okay. How far away is he from the edge of the track as he on his way back?
I'd say now, you were literally
Doing a 3-point turn.
track now. You shift the wagon.
Vehicle
To
reversing.
get back into the track.
Vehicle reversing.
So I get up next to Zeal and I rest the gun across the seat bar so I'm facing towards the mist. And I let the mist drop.
Okay. You put the gun down, resting towards it.
Really? I'm shitting my pants. Are you really doing this, mate? Right now? For all of you that didn't hear that on the camera, the wind blew so hard it opened the shuttering grill on the big 12-inch fan we've got in this room. Shit myself. Play D&D. Let the imagination go wild. Seriously, you don't have this much fun. You don't. My hair stood up on my head. I'm not even kidding.
You drop the mist.
Yeah.
As the mist evaporates,
Nothing.
there's nothing.
No.
Nothing there.
Okay, can I do...
How's your nap?
Can I do...
Unsettling.
Saying that we that. In my thoughts, my intelligence, I'm seeing things, aren't I? It is me imagining things. That's what's happening, because the thing is nobody else saw the wagon. So I'm starting to think that I'm seeing things. Okay.
You think?
I think
You
I'm seeing
think maybe
things.
you're seeing
Yeah.
things.
Because nobody else saw the wagon, did they?
No one else turned to look.
No.
We were trying to hack the thing off, but
Yeah.
I think he lost interest.
So I turned to Zeal and I'm like, right,
Tell me about the weather.
yes. I'm... Fair weather we're having today, isn't it?
Yeah, good weather for a hat. Hat weather's from
And then from
I-
behind in the trees you hear, good weather for a hat.
I'll blow the tree fucking bit. Everything we do from now on, we are going to do in pairs at least.
Oh, there,
And
that's
everyone sees the same image or the same view. Because I'm starting to think that wagon wasn't there. I'm starting to think I've imagined it.
Alright.
And I'm pretty sure something passed me in the fog. And I'm also pretty sure I'm imagining that as well. So, everything we do now, we do it in pairs.
Makes sense.
If you see anything, we go through it that way. So I open the hatch.
Not being funny, I think it might be time to wake up the big guy.
Yeah. I tell Norman to wake
Like Hulk.
I tell Norman to wake up our friend who's had, well, we had 4 before we hit this bit, so what we had, 4.5, 5?
I am rest.
Okay, so you go over to... Who's going to wake Fenrir? Okay, Norman, you go and shake Fenrir. Give me a constitution roll.
I get to roll something.
I've been saying,
Wake up,
don't stop me.
wake up, 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 wake up.
12?
12. So you try and
Wake up,
wake Fenrir up. And there's no response.
wake up.
You do spot a heavy brow of sweat over Fenrir's head.
Very beautiful, beautiful.
Meanwhile, Fenrir,
What are you going to get?
Silly.
you see
Delicious and nutritious.
a kind of mist in your own mind begin to form. And you're back on a glorious field. Grassy outcrops blowing in the breeze. Your hair blowing immaculately.
Skipping through a field of flowers. A beautiful
The
trail.
hair just
Natural
keeps going and going.
Skyr yogurt is my favourite.
We're not
Scandinavian, I
L'Oreal.
would like that.
You can feel the sun beating down, warming your soul. And you look over the fields and you realise it's tinged with a slight bit of frost. And you realise you're back in Obscuria, your homeland. Suddenly you hear a voice. Come on, Finna, keep up. And you look over to your right where the voice emanated from. And you see a brazen, very Vikingish looking man. The top knot of intricate weaves and very long braid and tattooed foreheads and a very muscular form. Not wearing a top, just wearing the breeches. And you realise this is your friend, Natorin Kinroot, your best friend.
Nice. Not seen him in a while. Nice.
Keep up! And he begins to run. Running through the grass. What do you want to do?
It's a lucid dream.
Pinch his bum.
Twist the stick.
I'm gonna run after him with the intention of getting ahead competitively.
Okay, you begin to run. He takes a quick glance and you need to do faster than that, my friend, to catch me. And you begin to increase the speed, and you're catching him and catching him. Suddenly, you feel the floor beneath your feet, the very ground begins to heave up. Give me a dexterity. Okay, so as the ground begins to heave up, you lose your footing slightly, but you manage to right yourself. And then you hear another laugh from your friend Natorin. Come! Follow! And you see him running through the meadow even more, further into this very icy sort of sunlight that's so bright you can barely make out. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna keep running, but I'm gonna shout to him. Natorin, where have you been?
You hear his voice call back. Well, I've always been. Here you, my friend. And where have you been?
Everywhere. I just had flashbacks to falling out of the sky and being in the sewers in Jadisra and just everything. On the path to find you.
Then you must fight me. You must. And he continues running.
Keep running.
Okay, you press on, you run even further. Are you trying to catch him?
Yeah.
Okay, you run faster and faster. And as you continue to run, you see this moment where the man that you know as Natorin begins to shift and change and looks like a furry wolf. He turns around with eyes blazing, and you immediately just feel this immense energy push you back. Give me a dexterity.
Oh dear. 3.
As you feel this force just push you back, you fall flat on your behind. And you feel that you're no longer in this grassy valley, but everything's twisted and changed. And now you're on a battlefield. There's bodies everywhere. You hear loud guttural roars of power and steel clashing on steel. And then you see your friend Notorian in the distance. And, Fender, I need your help now! And he swings another sword, clashes onto another enemy sword. And you know this enemy. This is a local tribe. They're known as the Toothless. Aggressive, always giving your own tribe grief. What do you want to do?
I'm going to reach for where my hammer usually is, on the back.
You reach for where your hammer is, and instead of pulling a hammer, you pull a snake, and it immediately begins to slither in your quick grasp. What would you like to do?
Crush the snake.
You crush the snake.
Slowly.
Slowly.
Okay, so as you begin to crush the snake, you see it twisting around your hand, and then as you see the light draining and its head begins to fall, it begins to turn to ink, which flows into the palm of your hand. Releases in your hand, and you see it turn to a black raven. Flies back off into the sky, just as you lay your sight onto Notorian. He turns around, one hand outstretched, and goes, "Run! Run!" And then you see a blade stab through his stomach. You look at it in horror at this sight. What do you want to do?
Try and run towards him.
You run towards him at this point, and as you run toward him, the land begins to twist again. You get closer and closer, and you grip, and he reaches out for you, and your hands touch for that one moment. And then there's nothing but sand. As it drips everywhere. Suddenly you're in a desert. An immense desert. You look around. And there, in the very heart of the desert, a sandstorm erupts.
It's familiar territory now. This is fine. Put the goggles on.
But in the very distance you see a gigantic figure. A statue. What do you want to do?
Is it one that I recognise? Can I get closer?
From this distance, you would need to get closer to start being to recognise.
I'll get closer to try and recognise what the statue is.
You begin to step closer and closer. There, you see a large man with an eye patch, a long mane of bushy white beard, holding a huge warhammer. His eyes piercing, look straight at you. And you realise this is your god, Gideon. Fenrir. Your friend needs you. Go to Bast.
I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. It seems like every step something gets in the way.
You must try harder. You must.
There is something I must do first. I cannot leave my friends.
And you must make haste. Otherwise you will lose another friend.
Can I then try and grab my hammer again and see if it's back? I feel lost without it.
You reach back for your hammer, and this time you feel the grip, the steely grip of that stone hammer.
Or snakes this time.
Snake.
God damn it!
It's a different snake.
Okay, I close my eyes and nod knowingly to him.
Okay, you close your eyes. And then you open. There's no moment in front of you.
Wake up. Wake up. Oh, hi.
Just grab Norm, go, Doden's beard! Where the hell are we? It smells like death!
Oh, that's just me.
No, you smell of egg. Egg is fine.
Fish.
Where are we?
Oh, we're in the mad marshes. Everything's weird. Retorm's going crazy.
Can I hear him get up from outside or no?
Not from where you are at the moment.
You might have to take care of him. And I hand you the crowbar.
Am I covered in electrical tape?
Time
Take
for-
this if you want to take your own life. Name that film.
The answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's Team America. But
What police? He's gone a bit crazy. There might be shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Of
put him down.
accursed damned
Shenanigans afoot.
I mean, there's plenty of shenanigans going on. How come you've been talking to God?
I feel like you saw my... Why were you there?
he's thinking the same.
I just walk out the room. Get your clothes on. We're going fighting.
Okay, I'm slightly unsettled by the realisation that I think
Norm has been inside me.
Norm has been inside me. And that,
He's violated you.
and that my god might have acknowledged him. I'm gonna... First thing I grab is my hammer.
It's a
Then,
snake.
then I get dressed.
Which one?
Second thing I check is Squiggles. Is Squiggles there?
Snake.
Squiggles is there.
Been eaten by
Squiggles
the
is a snake.
He's a snake.
God.
He was a snake all along.
Everything's a snake.
And then I'm gonna go downstairs. Is that where the little hatch thing is? Is the hatch open?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stick my hand out and grab either Zeal or just whoever comes to hand, just grab a piece of garment and be
Beat
like,
them with the rest.
just be like, where are we? What's going on? This place smells of death.
I look over Zil and I'm
I think he's awake.
I'll
I'll slow down a bit. Well, you might want to have a come and look for yourself.
I step off the side onto that standing rail again, and I push the door open, and I step in, and I'm like, "Oh, you look rested."
Technically, I am rested.
Yes.
I have so many questions.
Yes. Moment of your time. I gesture upstairs. Get out of there. Everyone else is downstairs when they go still. This is going to be rather taxing on all of us. Probably you more than the rest. Because there is a lot of undead.
That will be
There are a
that
lot of undead.
horrendous thing in the air.
Yes.
Okay.
And you and I are going with everyone else to suffer greatly. So, my perception isn't what it was out in the desert. I am seeing things.
What have you seen?
A wagon following us, I've seen things moving in the mist that I cast.
Are you sure
yes.
those things aren't real?
Yes. I could almost, at this point, be certain of it.
Okay.
So, in a moment of clarity, I've managed to set up phrases with everyone. Just call and response.
Okay.
So,
Very
this is
sensible
the
ranger.
art. I am the ranger. You are the danger.
I like it.
That is what you're going to say. I say I am the ranger. You say
I am the danger.
perfect. Oh, first. Right. Moving forward, between my undead perception and your sense of good and evil, we should be able to pinpoint most things. Everyone that sees anything will always get verification from somebody else.
Good plan.
Yes.
Okay.
Norman was in your dream. Had a quick pop in, quick step in the door. Probably saw something he shouldn't have because he got out of there rather sharpish. So just be a little gentle with him.
Okay.
Practice your holy stuff. We're going to need it. I give you a slap on the arm, which does nothing but hurts my hand. Right. We're going to press on.
I'm going to follow you downstairs. Do the little step out. And can I climb up onto the top of the wagon?
There's standings on the side, so you can climb to the top.
Okay, I'm going to climb up to the top. I'm going to kneel down with my hammer on the top, and I'm going to go for the I've completely forgotten what it's called.
Yeah, I love
Divine sense?
Divine sense, yeah, it is a divine thing, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to go for a divine sense.
Okay.
So that should allow me to detect good and evil. I assume there's not any good here. Sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 foot that's not behind cover.
So, Divine Sense will let you detect good and evil, and let you know how close they are. Okay. So, as you cast the hammer, you feel there's a lot of evil around you. Not too far away.
Not too far away. Nice.
In the northern direction there's an emanation of evil. But you also begin to feel something very evil close.
How close?
Sit right next to you.
In the bowels of the kitchen where I decided to cook a kedgeree.
Oh God!
As you turn to look, your eyes literally settle on the nearest person to you at this point, which is Viatara.
Hello.
But just at that moment, you see this huge, almost like a skeletal vulture of sorts, flies off up into the sky. It seems like it's very close, and it begins to just spiral off into the oncoming forest.
Oh my God.
This is an evil place.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And don't tell me, are we going that way? And I point north.
Yes, where all the undead are, yes. Yeah, that would be the one, yeah. Within 3 miles, there's a bit of a spattering. Rough numbers are...
A lot.
Many!
Many.
A lot.
Let's put it this way. We all have 5 fingers, 5 toes. If we all lied on our back like turtles, we probably couldn't count them between all of us. I saw the vulture though, didn't I?
You did.
Excellent.
He thinks
Well-
I have toes.
Yeah, that's excellent. Well,
Okay.
that
You
makes
know
2
I
people
have
who've witnessed
toes.
that. Stunning.
So that's real.
Yes. So... Well,
I'm just gonna keep looking around and feel that evil.
Yes.
Making me tense.
Feel
you feel that evil.
I can feel that evil.
What does that spell do? Does it just sense any good and evil?
You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet.
So yours is doing 60
That is
feet.
not behind cover.
Yeah, mine's doing up to miles. So, well, anything close you've got, I
Yeah.
suppose. Right. Okay.
So can I feel anything within 60 feet apart from that horrific skeletal vulture that I just saw?
That was the only thing that you can see. I mean, with 60 feet,
And
you
that
can
is-
see, you would think you can see most things.
Right. Well, I'm just going to sit next to Zane. At this point, I think we just press on.
There's no point in sitting here.
I agree.
Right.
I'm going to stay on top of the carriage.
Might be a good idea.
Norm, are you
Through that.
still inside?
No.
Oh yeah. I'm inside.
Is Squiggle still inside? Or
Squiggles is-
Squiggles is inside?
I think it's best he stays inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
From the kind of being that he is.
Norm,
I don't think
keep
he's
an
gonna
eye
be
on
useful.
Squiggles. give him a fish.
Pull another fish over a beard.
Yeah, the best one.
There you go.
Good fish.
Draw an egg.
You were saving that for later.
Draw an egg, little guy.
So if we got,
Are you pressing on?
yeah,
Yeah.
we've got to.
Okay. You hit the reins and begin to move forward again. You idly scan the woodlands deeper, as deep as you can, beyond this imposing stretch that you're heading towards. And you're sure for that one moment, those of you at the front, you saw something grotesquely hideous and unimaginable just shift beyond.
Oh, that's just me.
Yeah, he's in the light.
Those of you, who's at the front? Who's currently? Are you peering through the hatch still?
No, I'm
Sure.
on
He's on the
top.
roof.
So we got Zeal, Viator, and Fenrir. You two are in the back still, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm kind of oblivious to what's going on.
So
All
you've
I
got
know
the-
is that I love a messy kitchen
You've got the
and I'm
crowbar.
cooking a kedgeree.
You've got the crowbar and you are trying to take the back plank off. Is that still what you're doing? Or
Oh no, we gave up on that.
can you get on
Like, keep
Yeah.
it secure.
that? So,
No, he just couldn't use a crowbar and I'm just a bit weak and far down from it.
Three
It's all
of
the way
you.
up there.
Yeah.
out front, I need you to give me an intelligence test.
God, I'm not very intelligent.
Oh, that's so much better.
Time to use the. What's it called?
The blessing.
Yeah. It's a good thing I did. 16.
11.
Okay. Zeal, Viator. You continue
Yeah, fine.
riding.
Yeah.
Fenrir, you feel this like icy chill begins to just shift over your spine, and then very faintly you hear just brushing up against your ear. You'll never make it through. How much more did you even have left? The eyes know. Eyes in the woods. The eyes know all.
Well, that's unsettling. Just like stick my finger in my ear. Like,
You continue on.
We're just oblivious to the la la la.
Travelling deeper through the hollows. The very trees now are twisting in on themselves, shading any of the burning light that might have remained. But I mean, we're getting into the evening now. This place is where very little light ever treads, you've realised at this point, even when it's the daytime. For those of you that actually don't have dark vision, you are now hindered, and you are gaining a disadvantage on any checks you're going to be making through here.
We're fine. We're on the roof.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm not talking.
Plus, he's inside the lantern, so he's Gucci.
He's right now.
I can always give you something you get.
You continue through this maze of this twisted maze of hollows, trying to stay on the path, but you're barely making out the visibility of the road now. It's just manageable from this various cluster of loose stones and broken branches that litter the route. And you press on, maybe another hour at this point. and it's about evening. We're about 9 o'clock in the evening at this point. The heat's becoming more and more unbearable inside the tight confines of this place. Sweat pours from your brow, and then your feet begin to sort of squelch, just from the sheerness of just even sat in the wagon. And that goes for the two of you inside as well. You see the once dry ground as the wheels of your wagon continue to ride over this dirt. Now becomes awash with swamp waters, swilling with each turn. And though the ground's still evident beneath your boots, this sand seems to pool over them like a wet, festering sand, and Mrs. Putrid stench of death and decay begins to linger in the air again. And you realise at this point that you have actually entered the marshes of madness.
We have arrived.
Welcome to your destination.
Give me a perception.
Monocle on or off?
You tell me.
That's going to be off. 22.
22 as well.
Okay. You scan the trees around you, and you notice there's you notice now on these actual trees there's actually festering boils that raise and fall that adorn these decrepit branches.
Sounds delicious.
Well, that's new.
They're actually just going like...
Yeah, it's literally going.
Awesome.
Bloody Nurgle.
The corruption that these geologists mentioned seems more evident here, like it's trying to extend its reach somehow. Twisted trees, they break into a slight clearing ahead, at long last, and it spreads around. You press on a little bit further, and it comes into a nice long meadow. But this meadow's flooded. It resembles something that was once very flourishing. Not man-made, natural. But you can't help notice that there seems to be stones and cobbles that are creating some form of road that used to run through here, direct through this flooded meadow. You see tiny glints of light that bounce on the surface of the water. There's a mix of creeping buttercups and meadow foxtails that rise from beneath these fetid waters, filling it with a breath of foliage, surprisingly in an otherwise lifeless place. The path you've been travelling leads through this sunken glade, and it looks as though you'll need to traverse through it in order to continue. There is no other way around.
Very deep to water.
It looks like it'll come up to just 12 inches or so off the wheel.
Sunstrokes are fine about that.
They seem okay. They're quite tall. They're across from their camel and the kangaroo, so their height is quite a bit high.
I step, like, so we're in the dry at the minute, and then we're going to the water.
Yeah, you can see the meadow.
So
if you press on, you would be.
I jump off the wagon, I go around the back to the netting, and I take out the 8 javelins we have, I slide them out the netting, and I bring them back around the front, and I hand them up to Fenrir to put on the roof. And I'm like, I've been needing these.
Or put 4 down on either side of me.
Yes. So, take the javelins from the back, put them in the front, I open the hatch, I let them two know what's happening.
Okay.
I make sure the gun's loaded on both, which it still is. Just double check that they're both still loaded now and done something foolish. When I was at the back of the wagon, everything was still there, wasn't it?
Everything seemed to be there.
Right.
May I get on the roof, please?
You're gonna head out, and you okay? You slip onto the roof as well with Fenrir.
I think it's go time.
How big is that hatch?
I think
by
that's
the,
more
that they're
terrifying
opening up?
considering all
Is it
this
small
going.
enough for a halfling to like dart?
Do you know what? I'd say yes. It is actually small enough for you to fit through.
Cool. I'm just gonna sit there, sort of out of way,
Like
but
what, partly in
I
and
can
out
sort
in
of.
between.
I'm
I know him.
peering out ready to launch, but kind of safe at the same time.
Okay.
As Norm's head and peering eyes appear at the top of the wagon, I'll just offer him a hand to help him out.
Hello.
You offer a hand and pull him up into the top.
Glad to have you here, friend.
Well,
Well, this place is lovely.
everyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah.
Got my fucking wand. Let's go.
Let's press on.
Oh, we need to find somewhere to rest sooner or later. Yeah. Yes.
I reckon we get through the
Get
water.
through this horrible place. Don't get stuck in this swamp, whatever we're gonna do. I hope there's something up ahead. Off we go, boys.
You slam the reins and you press forward into the meadow. And that's where we're going to hold it. Oh, it's good to be back.
That was horrifying in patches. I
was in a
think-
very happy place in that messy kitchen.
I think that's like just a genuine fear, isn't it? Just being like out in the middle of nowhere and you can't trust what you're picturing. It's like you're like, did I see that?
Is that just me? Am I going mad? Am I
Am I
going
going
mad at the
mad?
thought of
Yeah.
going mad?
Yeah,
We're all mad here.
yeah.
I'm not.
all mad here.
I'm well normal.
Yeah.
You're really in your element here.
Actually, technically, you are the most normal out of all of us at the minute. Yeah.
He was born in the madness.
So, I will say that Bia, as you did fail one of your intelligence rolls, and Fenrir, you failed one.
Yeah.
You both do have 1 point of madness.
We're on Norm's level.
The trick is he's always mad.
I'm in
What
minus
does
1
that do?
madness.
So what does that do?
So mad that I went all the way back round again.
So what does that do? Point of madness here.
We'll find out.
Oh, right.
Something fun, I'm sure.
Why is it always me?
Yeah, I know, right? We need to stop hanging out, man.
Like a terrible partnership.
Before we go.
Well, they got the idea. I mean, they stayed in the wagon for most of the journey.
And catchery. You're going to love that, Nate.
Well, I'm sure I am.
Yeah.
I didn't catch on to any idea.
I don't think you can go mad, can you?
He's
Yeah,
already
he
mad.
gets unmad.
It just gets more and more
Do you want to just
civilized.
give me sane points instead?
Yeah, and eventually you just come out
Just
like
gives him
with
sanity,
a fresh
just he
haircut
is a
and a
normal
suit
guy,
on.
yeah.
Chilled
I'm
as a
going to
banker.
work.
You get 1 point.
Evening, chaps. I believe we're in a horrible forest here. What's going on?
These taxis aren't going to farm themselves. And I'm like, I love it.
Can I have a conversation with you all about the extended warranty on that?
We really must have an MOT when we get back.
You're servicing. Oh, goodness.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We can put the repairs on credit. We'll pay it back in the course of several months.
The interest rate's fairly interesting, though. I wrote it on the back of the page. See? There we go. Right.
Sign it.
Sign it.
Right with it.
Well, thank you for watching, everyone. It's been wonderful to be back. And we will
Let's
catch
all go
you
mad.
next time on Channel Divinity. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Helps us a lot.
It
And follow our
keeps
social
away the
channels.
bad thoughts.
It does.
Keeps
especially
us
in this-
sane.
Stay safe. See you guys later.
What's that?
Bye.
Bye.